Hey, what's going on, family? So today, Oschino is going back and forth with Rick Ross. I guess he is talking about something with Rick Ross' name. I didn't watch this video yet, but I kind of heard about it. So let's just see what they're talking about.
Let's get into that. I mean, he was going at Drake. Him and Drake going back and forth. He got caught in the airport. Not that it was anything wrong with flying
But just when you
economy.
talk, just when you talk that big money she got, you know what I'm saying? But you know
You
he
could
not
tell
a
us
lot.
eating at him though. You could tell us eating at him. But go ahead. Go ahead.
When he came at Biggs Burks, that was like for me like listen, I know Biggs. That's Jay-Z right hand man now. I don't talk to him no more because I don't fuck with it, whatever. But I still got a lot of respect for Biggs Burks, a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? He the thoroughest boy. He don't talk. He just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be loud with you. He a thorough old head. So when he was dissing him, suck my dick in Biggs Burks. You went broke. You this. I'm like the fuck. Then the next day you take it back. Somebody really love you, I gotta take it back. Nigga, you can't say you the biggest boss and all that, and you say that, and then let somebody call you and say, nigga, you better retract that shit. That made him look like a cold sucker, right? But then he still start talking about his brothers. But nobody don't love you. I'm like, bro, why you even saying all that shit, bro? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Rick Ross. Then he start disrespecting the real Rick Ross. Saying said he didn't use his name. I'm like, he just smoke, he a crackhead. I'm like, damn, bro. Can you imagine I'm about to take say cheese shit, right? Man, fuck.
Well, with that situation with Rick Ross and the real Rick Ross, I feel like this. I feel like Rick Ross, first the real Rick Ross. Um, yeah, that's your name. That's your original name. That was your street name. Let's start that. That was your street name. And I feel like rappers kind of do that all the time. Like I ain't gonna lie, like Gucci, Gucci man, he stole. There's a whole Gucci. There's a whole designer brand named Gucci. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent. There was a drug dealer named 50 Cent that was getting money, and then the rapper 50 Cent took his name. Like, there's so many different stories where rappers take old drug dealers' names or old, just powerful people's names, whether they drug dealers, mob bosses, uh, clothing brand owners, stuff like that. People been kind of doing that for years, so I kind of feel like that. I feel like the real Rick Ross is just kind of, I ain't gonna lie, get over that, cause that's low key light. In my opinion, it's like, man, this whatever. That was my street name back in the day. Now Rick Ross did use it to make a lot of money from it. So I would show love to the real Rick Ross. I ain't gonna hold you, like, cause I did make a lot of money off your name, but I'm trying to see what they trying to get. Like, what is his angle here?
Say cheese. You named it after say cheese. No, I ain't named after him. That shit, yo, that is real distasteful. He don't understand the damage that shit done to him.
Oh, so Rick Ross is saying like, nah, I ain't okay. Well, if that's the case, like, nah, don't do that. Like, nah, you named yourself after this drug dealer. And Rick Ross is known. I ain't gonna lie, he been wanting to be the biggest drug dealer in the world. But we all know he's a really used to be a parole officer. That does not take away from his accomplishments. But Rick Ross ain't no gangster. He's not no drug dealer. He's just so loud about it because that's something he's never really done before. That's just the truth. He's never really. You can tell he's not. That's not something he's done before. At least if you ask me, like I ain't never met no drug lord working in a prison. Um, but he could have been on some special ops shit. I don't know.
There's a lot, bro. Because we forgot you was a cop. I forgot.
Right,
Because I ain't really,
he was a cop.
bro, let me try to start listening to Rick Ross. I had my man 600 bands. The CD was stuck in there. There's a song called like Santa Green, Santa Gria, some say Santorini, Greece. I had that shit on from Philly to AC. That same song kept rewinding it. I said, damn, this nigga nice. Bro, I never would listen to him because I knew he was a CO. That shit, his music made me say, I don't care if you a CO. That's how good his music was, bro. But now I see his character, I'm like, I mean, you got
So you
200
like
cars
this
and all this.
music?
Like, you shouldn't be acting like that, bro. I mean, you should be acting a whole different type of way. But people not comfortable in their.
But what does the cars have to do with it? What does the mansion have to do with it? Like I'm kind of confused on that. Like what does me turning up and bossing up my life and living the way I want to live have to do with me and this like it's you not Rick Ross, bro. I don't really understand his angle here. Like he's saying some valid points, but I'm not understanding the angle. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
On skin, no matter what they got. When you got insecurities, you can see them. They come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the freeway shit was crazy. Cause then he tried to play with Freeway's character, calling him a junkie.
Yeah, I see, and I didn't like that either. I didn't like that. Like Rick Ross, bro, you tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Don't start talking down on on the real Rick Ross and talking about you and get his name from him and calling him a junkie. I didn't like that. That was lame on on the rapper part because it's like, bro, you got your whole name from him. You got your name from him. You've been wanting to be this big drug dealer. You've been trying to put that persona on. Hence why you got the name to begin with. Like, don't do that, bro. Like, don't disrespect the real one. You know what I'm saying? Show your respects. You know what I'm saying? Even dude definitely just said like, nah, his music was tough as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's just his character, how he was acting. Now, how he was kind of explaining, saying like his cause, his mansion. I don't get that part, but trashing his I think this is more so about him trashing everybody and treating everybody like shit. I'm starting to understand. Like that's kind of what people was getting irritated with, is just how he moving, and then on top of that, you trying to flex on everybody. I'm starting to peep. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's trying to get at. I'm gonna keep it 100.
It's sad, bro. Listen, this what,
Yeah,
you know what he's supposed to do. As soon as the real Rick Ross came home, 5 cars, $1 million. I got your back, whatever you need. Any business you want me to help you with, I
Man,
got you. That's it. It'll look so thorough that
it would. Yeah,
you use my name, I got you.
no, no. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I use your name. That's great. Blah blah blah. Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, Highway Rick Ross was supposedly making $1 million a day or something like that. You don't got nothing? You didn't put nothing up? You don't got nothing stashed? And you want me to come out and give you $1 million, 5 cars, a crib? Nigga, hell no. What is you talking about? I can understand maybe some cash. Rick Ross is a multi millionaire, so this is gonna be the most gracious thing I can say. 100,000. Hey man, I used your name. Here's 100,000. That's about it. He did something with the name though. He didn't get Rick Ross didn't get famous because his name is Rick Ross. Rick Ross got famous because he actually knew how to rap. He actually got some good music out there. He actually got a style people was fucking with in his era. That's why Rick Ross is a multi-millionaire. His name could have been almost anything. He probably would have figured it out. So don't tell me he should have came out and gave him a million for $1 million, 5 cars, and do what with it? He's fresh out of jail. And how was he gonna maintain all of that? What was he gonna do? He's a drug dealer from California that had buku amount of money at one point, went to jail, lost it all, and supposedly, it still had a couple incidents with the law after getting released from jail about drugs. So why who no, he glazing, bro. He tweaking. No, absolutely not.
You ain't gotta worry about that shit. But what it is, let me tell you what it is. It's almost like the Meek Mill shit. When you're not a nigga from the streets, you don't like the nigga that's really from the streets because if y'all go somewhere, you're not gonna get the same respect that the nigga from the streets gonna get no matter how much money you got. So when the real Rick Ross comes somewhere with the fake Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross can have a Rolls Royce.
Hey, nobody give a fuck. That's the whole thing about it. Nobody, you talking about when you come with nigga with the streets, you know, get the real streets. Rick Ross don't give a fuck. That's the part that is completely going through his mind like boom. Bro, I made it. I'm a fucking bro. I don't care. I got millions and millions of dollars. I don't care. I don't care if this broke ass street nigga with nothing going on care about. Oh yeah, he didn't give the real Rick Ross this, that, and the third. He didn't do this. His name not good. So he don't care. And you shouldn't either. You should be caring about, well, how can I get millions and millions of dollars? Not worried about what the next nigga doing with his name. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but it was the name was a dope boy name, G. Like it was a street name. Like I'm the highway Rick Ross because I'm on a highway selling dope. Like I'm using the highway to get to sell my dope. Like that was your name, bro. So I just named my name Rick Ross. I get it. Okay, show some love. Like I said, maybe 100,000 or something. But they overdoing it. Now they talking about, oh yeah, he looked bad in the hood. Nobody give a fuck. People gonna play his music, and when they play his music, they gonna enjoy it. They gonna sit back and they gonna chill and they gonna wait for the next song to come on. They're not gonna think one time, man, this dude stole Rick Ross' name, because nobody knew who the real Rick Ross was for real anyway until they made documentaries about this nigga and stuff. But they don't know him as big as Rick Ross, bro. Let's start there.
Chains on, but the gangster Rick Ross gonna have a different respect. Oh, you the real Rick Ross. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they don't want you around. So like me, a nigga, you know, I really sold crack to get an Air Max. You didn't. You really didn't. And you know, especially when a nigga know you. So they're like,
Now,
man,
I do agree with that. Like, the fake Rick Ross was just like I said earlier in the video. He's just overdoing it with this. I sell dope. I sell, because he was putting that persona on. It was a time period where rappers, and they still do it to this day, they put on this persona. But back then, especially when he was coming in, the rap game was a little different. Like, to get on in the rap game, you had to kind of do what the industry wanted you to do and wanted you to look like. And like they had, like, it was just different. Now, like nowadays, you can go make a hit single in your room, and you like the game just changed. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's more organic now. People are actually becoming rich from rap, like by themselves, being independent. Like, the game has changed from back then when Ross was coming in the game, where he had to kind of put on this facade where he was selling dope, because that's kind of the image they was asking him to push, because that's just the image, that's the agenda they had for him. So the game was definitely different. So Ross was definitely rapping about that shit for that reason too. But at the same time, Ross was overdoing it with the gangster shit. I'm gonna keep it so real, because he's not I don't, you can't tell me I don't believe Rick Ross was a drug dealer. I think he was just a rapper that loved the game. You know what I'm saying?
these type of niggas around. You know what I'm saying? Then they get the fuck out of here. I want to seem like I'm the biggest boss. I'm the drug dealer nigga. Because you forget that niggas ain't really sold drugs. Like, niggas be talking that shit so good. Dang, you ain't sold drugs. You lying.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think he never sold drugs.
So you mean they say that shit real good and convincing. You know what I'm saying? But really, they're just very good actors.
So you feel like Meek Mill, he tried to put you on a back burner because he was not rapping your life, but
he kind of was rapping my life. I was the one out there selling bricks and shooting and all that shit.
Yeah, so rapping your life. So you feel like it was kind of envy where he kind of wanted to keep you away.
Well, I think it was that, and plus it was the
I just want to say this real quick in the video. He was like, man, he kind of rapping my life. I was the one out here shooting. I really don't even know him like that. I don't really know how to even pronounce his name. I'm gonna keep it so real. Like, you know, everybody else he talking about got millions of dollars, just enjoying their life. Sometimes rap is meant to be just rap. It's meant to just be fun and games and makeup and play. You know, so sometimes people add on a couple things to their bars and make their bars sound better than what they really are in real life. But they're millionaires. They understood the game. You know, they understood how to rap and make music for people to listen. You just said, yeah, I knew this nigga never did that, but I was still playing this music. So let's stop. Like, I wish especially these old heads, stop pushing this whole, yeah, I used to be a street. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Are you rich? Are you the leader in your community? Are you the one who takes care of everybody? That's what's important, bro. All this, I'm the real street nigga stuff.
that he know he can't control me. He can't like tell me, like, he can't act like that Meek Mill shit to me. You know, I ain't trying. I mean, he can't be like how he talk to other niggas and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I wouldn't be around him anyway, because I'm the type of nigga, I don't hang with niggas every day. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around niggas every day. You know, you mean? You know, you get older, you won't be around niggas and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, plus I gotta go get my own money. I can't be underneath nobody. I mean, so, you know, he know me. He know me. You know what I'm saying? But he let me down real bad. I mean, and it's so crazy because people don't know how deep it is. Oh, you worried about Meek Mill? Shut the fuck up. When he wasn't nobody, you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit to be burning me up. Then when Hunter said that, that's when I knew he was a hater. You ain't never do nothing for. They saying some of the host was like saying something about like.
But
Yo,
but that's
Oschino,
what it
he
is
first
for
one helped me.
everybody. You have to go through a grind mode. You have to go through a time when nobody's there. Nobody's fucking with you. Nobody's paying you no attention until you decide I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep grinding until I get your attention, I force your attention. That's bro, that's everybody. What are you talking about? You wasn't with him when he wasn't there. Bro, that's everybody. That's everybody, bro. Ask Castanet how many people was on his first stream when he first made his first YouTube video. And now look at his first YouTube video now. That's everybody, bro. Like, I don't understand.
He ain't do that. Like, how do you know what he was doing in Philly? When you in Compton somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? So that's when I knew he was a hater. I said, oh, he hating. I mean, but with Wack, I don't even know if he really mean it. He probably just playing the character. Because he might be fake. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Wack, you can't put your finger on that nigga. That nigga's a slippery slime. It's like, you I mean, you know, that nigga for real, fake it, acting out, what the fuck he got going on. That's why I said, man, Wack 100, I ain't got nothing else to say about you, bro. Like, whatever you got going on, bro. I mean, I shot about, you said some disrespectful shit to me. I said some disrespectful shit to you. And for me, it's over with. I ain't even mad at nothing, bro. And I'm pretty sure we had talk. I mean, because he tried to talk to me, but I ain't want to talk. I said, no, nigga, act like you still don't know me. I was still mad. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Joe Budden. I mean, this is a guy that has the biggest podcast in the game. This is somebody who had a hit record before. He was a rapper before.
I got a song with him. It's right on YouTube. I mean, me, Joe Budden's, Raekwon, and I think Chris and somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so on his show, he said
before. I think. If I'm not sure, I think Dame signed Joe Budden's before. Because me and Joe Budden's in the studio and Sony, was it Sony? Somewhere, we just did a song, me, him, and Raekwon from the Wu-Tang, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, damn, if you want to talk about this, first of all, he said something on his podcast I didn't like.
Yeah, hold on. I want to quote what he said. He just didn't understand why. He said I don't understand. I'm paraphrasing, but he said I don't understand how people can diss people that are doing better than them.
No. He said He said I understand why people that in rap come at people that's better than them. I heard he said he understand, but then he said like he don't understand why I was coming at what's the beef? Like,
because people, that's how people get down.
And my answer to him was, I don't give a fuck if you understand why I get. I mean, the fuck if he said something about me in the Roots Picnic. But my thing is, I don't give a fuck about what you think about why I came at Hov and none of your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is this. You said something about Hov said I was lying on your podcast when I wasn't lying, and you never straightened it up. So you just threw that out in the air. Then I heard him before say he's scared of Hov. Like, Hov got too much power. You know what I'm saying? So he always going to be Team Hov. So he got to say something negative to me. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand.
Well, you know, one thing you got to know about Jay-Z is Jay-Z has a lot of power, weight, and money and resources, and he signs a lot of people's checks. So, you know, the people ain't gonna be too fast to go against Jay-Z. I will give him that, you know. But he is kind of talking. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like he kind of just talking, just kind of reckless, you know, just kind of saying anything. I feel what he's saying, but he kind of just saying anything at this point.
But I'm just wondering, all I really want to know is why was you naked? That's bro, because for me, I can't imagine me get out my bed naked and go outside and do something. Like without putting socks in, I don't, that's the part I don't understand. But to understand that, I ain't even worried about what he said about my raps, because that shit stuck in my head. Like, bro, what was you doing? Was you possessed? He said, you need to heal. No, you need to heal twice. You know what I mean? Because if I heard Feast was outside naked, I'm not fucking with you no more. You know, your man Feast was outside last night on South Street naked. What? Feast was naked. Y'all sleepwalking. Nigga, I ain't fucking with you no more. Because now you capable of anything. But what won't you do? But once you go outside naked, what you won't do? I mean, say Cheese, if I hear you outside naked, I'm not doing no more interviews, bro. You be out here naked. you fucking around and set the joint up and he come on there and eat naked. You out here streaking, bro. I ain't fucking with you, bro. What you doing?
I'll give you that.
Shout out to Lamont Hill, Mark Lamont Hill. He tried to take it from me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I can tell they're a little intimidated about Joe Budden because it's his shit. You know what I'm saying? So he don't let them really get their shit off like I mean, evilly. He like a bully on there because he got some money. So I mean, Joe Budden's gonna have me on the show like, oh, can you come on the show till you have? No, Hov might get mad at me. So I thought that Joe Budden ain't had picks. He got picks.
You think people really fear Jay-Z like that?
Yes.
Yeah. They do. He signed his
Yes,
check.
I understand why. Yes, Hov got the bag. He got power.
Told
You
you.
recently said
Told you. Hov got the bag. He got power. Period. Herb signs my checks. He makes sure I eat at night. He got a lot of power. You know, he got power to do a lot more things than you could imagine. So, people ain't gonna be too eager to go against their boss. That's just kind of what it is, bro.
Jay-Z is Satan.
To me, he is.
Yeah.
Because I think it's this. It's two kind of fathers. A father that got money but don't got no time. A father who got time but he don't got no money. Right? He got time and money. It's still. I'm talking about different kind of money. This not money. This
Now
like
I will say in his defense, I will say I've heard rumors about Jay-Z being a gatekeeper, being um uh uh somebody who you really did not want to be on their bad side. I heard him being selfish. I heard him get into a lot of problems with his artists on his label. Um, I've just heard this story about Jay for a long time, so I will say that that's not new news. Like Jay-Z is known to be a heavy gatekeeper, right along with P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They both kind of been on one, for years, for 20 plus on years. So I ain't gonna lie about that. Jay-Z does definitely have a lot of power. He's definitely a gatekeeper,
unlimited shit. Right?
allegedly.
He can do like this and take care of it without them even seeing them. Anything. Don't want to. Mind you, they growing up, they getting older. There's grandkids. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? You could do that and don't care like forever. But Beyonce told you you're not allowed to. So for me, so that's why I'd be like, bro, that shit is deep for me. Can you imagine your kid out here by himself? His mom died. Can you imagine that? Bro, just say you had a kid in fucking Texas or Alabama. You fuck some girl twice. She's pregnant. You gonna be curious, like, I wonder if that's mine. Then at the time, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be running from that shit, like, especially if he already grown. You feel what I'm saying? But the fans gonna say you hating, right? But the fans, let me would have did it. Let me would have did it. Bro, when I was beefing with my son that's in prison, people talking about, you the bad dad, you this, that, and the third, right? And I said, maybe I am. I owned it, whatever. But look at the shit he doing. He not even saying it's just his kid. You know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, I got 6 baby moms, bro. I did not want most of my kids. Like most of my kids, I ain't want.
Yeah, so I see what he's saying. He kind of just saying like he's going at the people's characteristic flaws. You know what I'm saying? He's going at how people kind of just ain't right. Talking about Rick Ross, how he lame. But with the Rick Ross situation, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care because there's so many people who didn't use a different name. Use a different. That just how they were coming up. It end up working, end up blowing, and now you want me to take care of you for life and give you all of this because I used that name. If I was broke and didn't make it and didn't get nowhere, you wouldn't care. If you had multi-million dollars and got your shit back together and was doing what you had to do, you wouldn't care. I don't see Gucci suing Gucci Man. I don't see Gucci coming to Gucci Man. We want it, but because they're good, they winning. They don't like. I've never heard that. Maybe if there was a lawsuit about it, I don't know about it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Check me. But I don't know, man. This guy, he's not really whatever. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. We're gonna go ahead and keep uploading videos. Just let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Please do not forget to subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, thanks, family.